Good evening, YouTube. Kevin here, Conicus Rags. Thursday evening. Thanksgiving for my friends across the pond. Happy Thanksgiving, boys and girls. And tomorrow is Black Friday. One of those inventions from across the pond which I really wish we hadn't imported. Hopefully we won't get such unpleasant scenes as we had this time last year when people were attacking each other over the possibility of a cheap flat screen television and other such rubbish. I shall personally make a point of not shopping at all tomorrow. There you go. I'm smoking my 7LE320, bought for me last Christmas by my wonderful lady wife. Those of you who have seen previous videos will realise that she found this on an Italian website and didn't notice the little symbol in the top right which turned everything to English, and she actually managed to fuddle her way through and order this in Italian. Which is good on you, girl. In it I am smoking some Dunhill nightcap. That's a bit different tonight. Getting towards the end of that tin. Thankfully a ration pack arrived earlier today from my friends at GQ. I'm just going to pause that there and see if I can get some extra light on the show. Is that better? I think it might be. You can see my pretty visage. Anyway, Thursday in Cornwall. It's wet, misty. We have the threat of high winds and heavy rain tomorrow. It's been a busy week at work so far. Feels like I've done a week already, but it's only Thursday. Felt like I'd done a week on Wednesday, to be honest. Lots of egos coming to the fore at the moment, most of which I'm studiously ignoring. But such is life, eh? Happens. So, what have we got? Well, we've got winter. It's definitely arrived. I shall risk life and limb and move the camera so you can see two of the cats who have found the stove. Are they there? Are they there? Are they there? Can you see them? Did you see them? It's always difficult to do that when you don't actually know what the screen's looking at. But anyway, two of the cats found the stove, third one's about somewhere. Dog's a few feet away. I've received a couple of packages today. That's my tobacco order for this time arrived in double quick time. I actually ordered it at lunchtime yesterday. Within 10 minutes I got a note saying the order had been received. 10 minutes later I got a note saying it had been shipped, and today it arrived. Now that is what you call service. For those of you in the UK, that's GQ Tobaccos of Nottingham. For those of you abroad, tough, he doesn't sell abroad. Well, that's not necessarily true. He doesn't sell to the States. I don't know if he sells to Europe. Presumably because of the very strange tobacco laws in this country and the difficulty in making sure he complies with it. One of the things that came today was Cabby's mixture, which I tried for the first time this evening before I tried the nightcap. And for the first time ever, inside a tin of tobacco, let's put the pipe down a sec. I got a little leaflet advertising Samuel Gareth's other flakes and mixtures. Well, some of them anyway. Now that is a first for me. I've never seen an advertising leaflet inside a tin of tobacco before. Maybe I've lived a sheltered life, I don't know. So what else is happening? Well, I've posted my Secret Santa package. I won't say who it's going to, but it's going to the US of A. To someone that I hadn't actually subscribed to before I got the details through from Jay. Thanks, Jay, if you're watching, for organising this again. And indeed, earlier this week, my Secret Santa package arrived. Haven't opened it. I've got a thing about Christmas being a December event, so I'll open it in December. And of course, I'll open it in front of you lot. What else is happening? Well, sorry, I'm just watching my arthritic dog move around a little bit, make sure he's not going to knock the table fine. Like I said, today's Thursday, this evening's Thursday even, so I've got one more day at work, and then on Saturday I travel north for the inaugural meeting of the Knights of the Briar. I'm not quite sure who will be there. I think there's at least 4 of us confirmed now. To be held in Chester. If any of the more local lads suddenly take it upon themselves to come and visit, give me a yell, I'll let you have the details. If you can't find me, try Mikey O or Pipe Smoker Wales. They were the two that came up with this idea. We chose the first venue and they've been pushing it. Mikey's coming all the way from Estonia. I've got a 4.5 to 5 hour drive ahead of me. I'm not sure how far Dan's got to come. Pipe Smoker Wales. He's somewhere in Wales, I guess, from the tag. But he might be a hop, skip, and a jump, or he might be miles away across the Welsh valleys. Well, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm quite pleased that the weather's turned milder. I much prefer wet and windy than snow and ice, which was what was threatened last weekend. Good lady wife's been out today and stocked up with burny stuff for the stove. So I reckon that between her shopping today and my shopping last weekend, we've got enough stuff to warm us through to the other side of Christmas. Christmas itself is proving to be a little bit of a trial in terms of family gathering. And by family I mean my immediate family, so my wife, myself and my son. My wife and my son both work shifts. My wife's a nurse. So between the two of them they're both working for much of the holiday period. And I think we get a little time together on Christmas Day, but we've identified the evening of the 23rd as being the most likely Christmas celebration time. And then just after Christmas I think my son's got a couple of days off, and then he starts a week of nights, so he'll be sleeping through New Year. But hey, Christmas is just a day, it can be moved. Realistically, the day itself is the most important thing for smaller people. And the only smaller people I've got in my family are my nieces, and they will enjoy Christmas Day on Christmas Day in a traditional fashion. And hopefully I'll get a chance to pop over and see them sometime over the holiday. It'll be first Christmas without Mum, who passed away in June. Dad will be spending Christmas with my brother and his family. But despite that occurrence, this has actually been a really good year for us. Realistically, Mum had been ill for a long time, and it really was a sweet release when she went. So, good year generally. I've made lots of new friends on YouTube. I enjoy the camaraderie and banter that I get from watching your videos and the comments I get on mine. I'm really pleased to be part of the community. So, for me, things like Secret Santas and the general video chats are very important. I find it difficult sometimes to keep pace with the number of videos that come out from the people I subscribe to. Many of you are much more prolific than I am. But I do try and keep up. I do try and watch them. I do try and comment wherever I can, wherever I feel able. Packages. I was talking about packages. How long ago was that? I have a spot of grape juice, slightly fermented. And I acquired a double CD from a Jam. I don't know if the Jam ever got to the US of A, but anybody in this country should have heard of them. It took me back to my 20s. I remember seeing the Jam in concert in a very small venue in Plymouth, and then travelling up to Cardiff University, where they performed a set at the university. And in my youth, with my friends, I slept on the floor of the halls of residence. I got smuggled into the refectory the next day and managed breakfast. Didn't think anything of it. These days, sleeping on the floor all night would probably kill me. But listening to the music again takes me back 30 years, maybe a bit more. Yeah, it would be a bit more actually, because I was married for 25. It's good that music and photographs, smells, all generate little memories that you can revisit from time to time. But equally, it's important not to live in the past. So, this is supposed to be just a little brief insertion to fill the likely gap caused by the Thanksgiving celebrations in the States, which will undoubtedly mean that many of my American friends are busy with family and other celebrations. Serves also as proof that I'm alive, well and smiling happily. So I shall leave it there. I shall possibly do one more video and then I'm going to go back to the jam because I feel like being 20 again. Just briefly. I don't think I'd like to live through it again. So thanks for watching, boys and girls. Stay happy. Keep smoking those pipes.